Let's talk about what happened today with Joe Biden, along with the First Lady Jill Biden, visiting Children's National Medical Center here in Washington. He spoke with kids around the country as part of a Santa Tracker event. In one specific phone call, a father of four named Jared made it awkward and political. And just listen to this.
By the way, you guys have to be in bed by 9 o'clock, you know, and asleep between 9 and 12 or he doesn't show up.
This isn't to you, Jared. This is to the kids.
That's right.
Well, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas.
Well, yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas as well. Merry Christmas, and let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
Let's go, Brandon, for those who don't know, is slang for F Joe Biden. Ron, the president is trying to be nice to kids. He doesn't really have to do this. They were very pleasant. What does it tell you that somebody is rude like that and disrespects the office of the president to his face about the political climate in this country?
Yeah, look, it's ungracious, it's juvenile, it's reprehensible by the father. But I don't think it's fundamentally about incivility. I think it is fundamentally about insurrection. I don't know the individual, but the whole "let's go, Brandon" kind of motif is a reflection of the view, 2/3 of the Republican base, driven by Trump's claims, false claims, and the big lie that Biden is an illegitimate president. And it reflects as well the findings in multiple polls by the American Enterprise Institute, Vanderbilt University, and others, that a majority of Republican voters now say the American way of life is disappearing so fast, the traditional American way of life, that we may have to use force to save it. I think you're seeing this is a manifestation not just of incivility, but of the fundamental view of the illegitimacy and the ominous shores that we're kind of sailing toward very quickly in 2022 and especially 2024.
And Margaret, I want to get your take on what happened overall, but it strikes me that it seems like the president wasn't aware that people have been saying this for months now about him.
I think he's aware. I think he was on a Santa call and wanted it to stay about the Santa call.
And what did you think about the way that, as Ron put it, it speaks to insurrection, not just incivility?
I mean, look, we're heading into, I think we're also like sort of distracted by like, oh, it's the end of the year and Build Back Better and, all this stuff. But January 6th is like 2 weeks away. Yeah. And we're going to see in that moment what happens in terms of protests, movement politics, how Donald Trump responds, how his base responds, how the White House responds, how Nancy Pelosi responds. This is a moment of crisis for our country, and the first anniversary of that moment is going to give us, in terms of how it's a real clue about what to expect in this next year between now and the midterm elections.
It is astonishing that the former president is likely going to use that day to further sow the lie of election fraud and further his animosity toward this country.